I began using the patch yesterday morning at 9:30 a.m. And about a couple hours later, my husband and I decided to go take a walk. Well, that sounds like a simple thing to do, but in my life, over the last 10 years, that hasn't been simple. I have had elevated heart rate. I've had trouble breathing, accelerated asthma. Nobody could find any help for me. So this is just amazing what's going on right now. So a couple hours later, we're walking, and about 25 minutes in, but anyway, I look over to my husband and I'm like, oh my gosh, Ryan. I'm like, we've been walking at a good speed for 25 minutes, and I have no elevated heart rate. I am breathing just fine. And mind you, it's allergy season, everything's blooming. We were out there in the middle of the trees and nothing. I had no asthma, no elevated heart rate. I was just so excited. So then also, I have a hip injury. So usually, when we finish exercising, my hip really starts to irritate me, and then I can't really move. My lower back gets really stiff. Well, when we got home, I was able to get out of the vehicle just fine. I had a little bit of discomfort, but I was able to move, and it was just crazy. So then I go to my cousin's house, and later on in the afternoon, and I've been sitting in her house for about 2 hours, and a cat walks in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a cat in this house. And I can't go into houses that have cats. Like, I will literally go into an asthma attack. I'll have an asthma attack immediately. And so I could tell if somebody has kitties or cats. And so the only thing I had yesterday was like my eyes were tearing a little bit and a little bit of itchy eyes.
I'm Deidre, and I have gotten introduced to the patch in August of 2024. I was going to Jamaica, and I said, Keisha, I'm going in a week. How about I'll try when I get back? She said, you don't want to be in pain while you're going to Jamaica. So I said, but I'm going in a week. So I actually got these patches and 3 days before I went to Jamaica, and I assure you that since I've gotten them, it's been wonderful. I went to my doctor. My doctor told me that in 2019, I had 70% blockage in my heart, and they see no blockage, none whatsoever. Not only have I lost weight with this too, but it has been absolutely amazing.
I'm Heidi Douglas. We have figured out that I have been on the patch since February the 26th. So I'm in my month and I'm feeling great. I've had symptoms of sleepless nights, hot flashes, nerve tingling, the joint inflammation. I'm a woman who lives with MS, multiple sclerosis. It's different for everyone who has it. Everything looks different for everyone. For me, that's what mine looks like. Medication, medication, medication. They were just pumping it into me. I was up to 3,600 milligrams of gabapentin. I am down to where I'm taking a dose twice a day, and it's cut in half, less or more than half. And so I've got pain levels and issues that were 10s that are now 2s, 10s that are now 5s, but they're coming down, and I feel great. I'm seeing a difference. My husband, my boys, they see a difference. It's just great. I'm just in love with what this patch can do. I love it. I love it.
January 28th. So I'll briefly go over my changes. In 2 days, I was sleeping through the night. I had broken ribs skiing in December. So December 26th, I broke my ribs. I suffered for a month. Well, day 2, I'm sleeping through the night. 1 week, I'm no longer on pain meds. 3 weeks, my ribs were healed. 5 weeks, my psoriasis started clearing up, which I've had for years, and I've tried everything. 6 weeks, I went to the doctor and I got my blood work done. And my doctor told me, whatever you're doing, your blood work looks amazing. Because my cholesterol was like a scooch away from needing cholesterol medicine, like it's a hereditary thing. He was like, "Don't you got to stop drinking? You got to stop smoking. You got to stop eating red meat." Well, I'm a vegetarian. I don't drink and I don't smoke. So I was like, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna have high blood pressure forever." And now it's pretty well optimal ranges, and normalized. Like I spend 4 hours a day in my car, right? The only thing that's changed for me is I'm wearing this patch and I'm sleeping through the night. I'm not going to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a night. And I've also lost 7 pounds, right? And like those are my personal experience. So right around the blood work time was about 3 weeks ago. I got those results back and I decided, I have to share this with some people I know and love.